Okay guys, going into part 2 of engine removal on a 2000 Blazer S10 at Curly's Antique and Classic Automotive. We're on the bottom side of the truck, as you can see now. Basically, you have to remove the starter, and it's not easy to do either. Take the two bolts loose, slide it down through this hole. The easiest way to do it is when you got the engine mounts disconnected. You can lift the engine up a little bit to make clearance for it. It's pretty tight to get out of there. Transaxle had to get unbolted from right here. And it's kind of hard to see, but there's another bolt up top in that direction there. So once that's unbolted, you flip the transaxle forward. It only goes about an inch or so, but it gives you just enough clearance to get this oil pan up and out of there. And to undo the torque converter bolts, obviously you got your bell housing bolts that go all the way around, but to undo the torque converter bolts, you have to take the starter out of the engine, and there's a little tiny shield here held on by 10mm head bolts. Take those out. You can go inside there with a 15mm socket and undo the 3 bolts on a torque converter. That's not too big of a deal. There's an access hole right here you can pop out to spin the flywheel with a screwdriver or whatever you got. And the 6 exhaust bolts, obviously in the manifold, they got to come loose and drop down to get the manifolds out. And that's about it for down here. I had a hard time getting the other engine out because the engine had a throwing rod and it was seized. And it threw the rod right through the side of the oil pan. And that being the case, I had to basically smash the oil pan off of the old engine to get it to come out of the compartment. And that was a real pain. But anyway, that's done. It's going back together now. And also you got your oil cooler up here. That's got you can leave that on the engine actually when it comes out, and you can take it off later. It's a little easier to do that way. But the reason I'm doing this is because I found almost zero information on YouTube about working on these vehicles. So I figured I'd add some on here because I had no help with it, and it was real pain in the butt. Okay, this is video 2. I will get back with you as I start putting the top half together. And there is one other thing I wanted to show you while I was down here. The fuel lines, they got one 15mm head bolt. Got to undo that, and it's got an 8mm bolt right there. Got to undo that so you can undo the fuel lines up top and slide them out of the way. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will get back with you in the next video.